Hi once again everybody, my name is Alex. Welcome to the next episode of the platform 2D game development tutorials for Java. Tutorial 2D platform game development Alex YouTube tutorials for beginners and pros. This is going to be very interesting. So the last time I actually got a lot of comments for people's games didn't work. Um, why isn't it falling? Shouldn't it be falling? I don't know if I added falling last time. I should have. Um, let's check the code. We might have done something very bad. Now I remember. He shouldn't be falling. He shouldn't be falling because we removed that. We made a new method for that. So in this time we're going to try to add some falling, and of course he will stop when he hits that label or that thing. And basically, in order to do that, we created. No, we didn't create that either. But we're gonna have. Yeah, we did the falling speed and the falling frame. So basically, what you want to do is in the run method, we want to go down here, and before the FPS setter, type in if. Now you're probably thinking, if what? If something awesome, good and awesome, awesome. If speed frame is greater than or equal to speed time, I think it was called. Was this falling speed? Might have been falling speed. Falling speed actually. And if I sound like a girl today, that's because I'm really tired. Um, and I haven't been sleeping. I haven't been sleeping very much, but that's the code for it. And what's that? Whoa! What was that? Like a ghost or something? Never seen that before. It's like in my room. My computer screen is like a mirror. Anyways, let's take a look at that later. I actually uploaded another video today too, but anyways, but if it's not equal to that, what we want to do is do falling frame plus equals 1. We want to add 1 to falling frame, but if it is, means that it have gone like 10 frames, which should be 10 milliseconds if you've done everything right, because that means what each time it will skip 1 millisecond. So if this time would be 1000, it should take about 1 second for it to blow up. No, to grow up. Now what am I saying? To fall 1 frame, but now it's like 10 of these means like 10 milliseconds. Might be 20, something like that, 10, 20 or so. But that's not the important thing. The important thing is that our game looks awesome. So what we want to do next is basically, if it is, we want to do what y chart dot, do we call him character dot x, no, dot y plus equals 1. And if we do this, this is of course what happens. He's just like falling down in epic speed. So if we do this to 100, yeah, one more thing. But before we can do that, we need to do one more thing, because else it's just gonna go straight down. So basically here, if the falling frame is greater than or equal to falling speed, we want to do falling frame equals 0. So we basically want to reset the frame, and this is the result. As you can see, he's going slowly downwards. So the falling speed should be set to like 2 or 1. I'm normally going for 1, but for this tutorial, yeah, we're going to go for 1 too. We're thinking of testing 2, but 1 seems good. And the FPS is great because we're using this FPS setter, because we don't want it to go like too fast. And I actually learned like 2 days ago that our eye can see like 30 to 30 frames per second. So 30 frames per second is like the minimum we're ever gonna have for a game like this. But this is like 1000 frames per second, and it's an easy to run game, so we won't have any FPS problems, or we shouldn't have. But one more thing we need to check is if cha da. No, if, what do we call that rectangle? If the floor dot contains pt1 or floor dot contains pt2, what we want to do is we don't want to do anything, but else we want to take +1. So as you can see, he's stopping at that. And remember that these points is like the character's feet. It's like one. We made one point that was like here on one of his feet, and one on the other. And I still have time enough to do longer videos now, which is perfect. So we can like almost finish the game today, which I really like. So now what we want to do is probably now once we've added some falling detection of sort, it's just going down. It's just awesome to look at this over and over again. I would like to add movement of the character. It's really simple to do. So what we need for this is we need a public boolean right equals false, and we need a public boolean which is left equals false, and basically, yeah, we didn't use this falling variable, so we're gonna change this code a little bit. I'm gonna do that. Falling is equal to true. Actually, want to use this code, and yeah, exactly. So it means falling equals true. This basically just check some stuff, make it easier for us. So falling equals true, and up here falling equals false. Now we can actually drag this out a little bit, just to make it look nicer. Nice and exotic. If you get that reference, please type in the comments and tell me who I tried to be. Nice and exotic. If you're watching gaming videos, you should know what I mean. I was like half a year ago, but now it's more like coding. Coding is awesome, good and awesome, yay! And mostly coding for YouTube. It's like my priority one. That's what I really love. Um, let's see. So basically, we want to do this. If falling, so if falling equals true, we want to do character dot y plus equals 1. Yeah, that works. So now to add to the movement. Okay, so we want to get a comment here, falling, and we also want to tell the game that, or tell ourselves that it's the character feet, almost type fried, but it's of course not fried characters. That would be gruesome. That would be very bad. Now that happened into my room again. Wonder what that is. Might be a spider on the wall or something, just scaring the H out of me. Anyways, I really didn't want to say that. But anyways, the next thing that we want to do is basically, now once we have these right, left and right, this right and left or left and right, we need to give him a public integer, or we wanted to make it easy to customize the game exactly how you want it. We would like to do, yeah, we're gonna add a ceiling to this too, just to make sure that you know how to add ceilings and stuff and make this look good and awesome. Um, so basically what we want to do is public integer, and we don't want to type in falling speed. We want to type in movement speed equals 1. Probably zero point 0.5 would have been very good, but as if like it's not existing, remember? Movement frame. It's basically exactly the same thing as the falling speed and falling frame. So do exactly the same thing. Type in movement and also type in, oh goodness, yeah, if movement speed is greater than or equal to movement speed. Yeah, there we go. Um, so in the else, we want to do movement frame. I'm sorry, I just had to calm down a second for a moment. Anyways, movement frame plus equals 1. Um, and if falling equals true, we would like to. Now we want to do this up here. Because if you jump and you try to move at the same time, I want it to go a little bit slower when you're going uh, like like this. When you're falling at the same time, I want to go a little bit slower when you try to go over the screen to the left and right. So basically, in order to fix that, we need to do public int movement falling speed. And we want this to equal to like 10 or so, so it's going to be really slow, or not really slow, it's a little bit slower. So basically, movement speed check. And if falling equals true, else, well, then movement frame equals then movement frame, no, movement speed equals, wait, we also need a reset one. Public int movement reset speed for resetting it. Movement speed equals movement falling speed, else it's equal to movement reset speed. And now you should be able to tell why we've got this greater than sign at first. It's basically because it might be greater than, so we can't go for equals to. And my video is up. That's perfect. My 25-minute long tower defense game development video. Awesome. Enjoy, guys. Anyways, if this is greater than movement speed, what will happen if is that now we actually need to add some keys. But if where do we have it? If right, right, if left. So basically, if left equals true, if right equals true, well then character dot x plus equals 1, And here, character dot y, now x minus equals 1. This is basically a coordinate system for any paint components things. But if we would now set this to true and try this out, I'm going to set the left to true, not the right, because that will look. Whoa! Did you see that? Whoa! Oh, that's awesome. I should maybe higher that a little bit. That's definitely going slower, I think. No, that's not going slower. Means we've done something bad in the code. Let's take a large number, and if it's greater than or equal to. If we remove this movement speed check for a moment and just see if this works. Whoa. What's going on? Whoa, sorry. Sorry. We need to reset the movement frame. That's like the thing I forget about myself when I'm doing these things. So it's not very strange. Yeah, look at that. Looks so nice. Goes like slow when he's in the air, and then he starts to walk faster. So if I shrink that down to like 5 or something. Yeah, and that should work for the right too. That's perfect. So false. So now we would like to add some keys for this game. And that's the last thing I'm going to do here. And then in the next tutorial, we're going to care about jumping. The jumping feature is going to be awesome. So what we would like to do is that we would like to, underneath everything, underneath the game.start, we want to do aa dot f dot add key listener, new key listener, and as you can see, import the key listener. Now we got to unimplement some methods. Public void key pressed. Got that right there. Key event E. We would like to change this to the key adapter. Now we need to import the key adapter. So we're basically testing this now. That's what I'm doing right here. And that gives us the null pointer exception. That means that in here we're actually gonna get a frame. We want an AB component, ABF. And then in here we are going to have to type in this. And now we can basically remove the AA, and we've got it to work. So if I press any key now, it should say test. I should just be able to press any key that's on my keyboard. Of course on my keyboard, not out of my keyboard. Out of my ass. Careful. I'm just refreshing my other computer where I have my uploaded videos and just checking if you guys have watched my how to make tower defense game in Java episode 11, and nobody have watched yet. That's boring. I'm just sitting here by myself. Nobody to talk to. Anyways, I'm still saying anyways. It should be anyway, but anyways. I just said anyway. Anyways, I mean, anyway. Oh goodness sake. Okay, key pressed. Now we want to do if e dot get key code equals key Actually want to do key event. We would like to do some integers for this. We'd like to do right here public int key jump equals key event dot vk underscore space. I want to use my space key for jumping. Public int. I'm going to use the same key scheme as as this is in Terraria. I really like that key scheme. Key left equals key event dot vk underscore d, and public integer key right equals key event dot vk underscore a. And I think you guys should have paused the video there, just knowing what the key scheme was, so you guys would have been done before me. Yeah, alright. We want to do key left, and if e dot get key code equals key right. So what that's basically supposed to mean, or what that means, is that if you press your right key, right equals true. If you press your left key, left is equal to true. Of course, don't do the same mistake as me. And if you press the right key, right equals true. So that's basically that. And always before these, actually do a public void key released key event e. Doesn't have to be e, can be anything. But I basically want to copy these and type in false instead. Oh, that's the wrong way. If I press D, it goes to the left. If I press yeah, but at least it works. At least it's something. If I could do some breast enlargement. Oh, good. Sorry. If I could, yeah, we should definitely add some side scrolling to this. Now he fell down because I can't go back. Put left, key right, key left. Shouldn't be set at the key right. Yeah, there we go. So now it's the correct one. So now you can basically walk in the two different directions. I would like to do a little nose to the character so that I know in what way he's walking. And I want to paint that in the paint components, in the paint component section. So if left basically equals true, and else if right equals true, we would like to draw the nose on the character. G dot fill rect. I want to do white, and the color is set to white. That's perfect. We want to do character dot x plus character dot width, and here we would like to do character dot y plus character dot height divided by 4, probably, and at the size of 10 by 10 pixels. Now how that's gonna look, but let's check it. It walked to the left. Yeah, I think that's the best way of doing it. Public boolean left nose equals false. Public boolean right nose equals true. He's basically going to start with the right nose, but here also the left nose equal true. And here the right nose will equal to true. This must make some sense. And this, I'm basically just doing this nose thing because it's really fun to do. Something not very programmy. That's like, I'm doing some details when I'm programming too, like some details and some other stuff. And it's basically really fun to program when you're doing different kinds of stuff. That's actually something I should add for my outer game, nose. It's basically a 2D side scroller. It's awesome. That's my next game. It's a little bit like Minecraft. I can't tell you anything more about it. That's for yourself to find out. But basically, at the X, we would like to do -10, and this is what should happen. Look at this. If right nose, huh? If right nose, yeah, of course. We need to do right, no, left nose equals false, and up here right nose equals false. So we've got a nose for our character. That's perfect, but it's facing the wrong way when you're walking different directions. The right nose should be the left nose. No, it shouldn't. Yeah, I drew these on the wrong ones. That's, I actually noted that before, but didn't told you. Sorry. There we go. That should work. Yeah, look at that. Our character had got nose. I would like to do one more thing. I would like to do. Gonna be a surprise. You can just copy me if you'd like to. Now I'm basically just doing this because then we have variables for it so that we can customize our nose. Yeah, that worked. Now we can just basically just change the nose width for getting a wider nose. And that's how I'm gonna have it in all future now. I'm actually serious, but in the next tutorial we might add a little mouth to him just for another detail. But first of all, we definitely need to add jumping to our game. That's what we really need. Maybe I can see his nose when he goes down there. Yeah, he just fell down, and his nose is not haven't gotten like collision detection, so yeah. Anyways, I've been recording for half an hour now, been coding a lot. It was really enjoyable. I hope you guys think the same. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back soon with more videos. I really like not worrying about time when I'm teaching. Yeah, thanks for watching. This was the third platform 2D game development in Java. Might make another one today. Maybe tomorrow. Got a lot of time. But yeah, thanks. Goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe.